Well, the association says until officers like Darren Wilson learn how to deal with diversity, there will always be problems with police and the communities that they serve. Well, Sharon, I was on West Florissant and Canfield, but my photographer Alonzo and I had to get out of the area. While shooting interviews and video, we found out our window had been broken into. Not just this window, but there was also a window in the back of our live truck. So again, we got out of there concerned for our safety. I spoke with an alderman in North St. Louis today. He tells me he's noticed 6 different gangs in his neighborhood. His hope is that police and the community come together to stop the growing problem.
Let's talk to a firefighter who told me that he's just working to keep the fire from spreading to another building. So that's also on their minds. If you can see fire, we still have flames. Oscar, can you take a look right there? You see it? We still have flames out here, guys. The fire has not died down at all. I can tell you, Robin, that I've spoken to lots of victims in the area, lots of people that were inside this building and had to evacuate and really lost everything. And I've only seen one person crying. I don't know how they do it, how they keep it together, really. The Red Cross is here. They're helping everybody out. People have come out of their homes looking at this, but they're holding it together very well, and I really don't see how. But I'm going to stay out here all morning long, and if you guys want to check in with me before the end of the newscast, I'll be available for another.
That's right, Jasmine. Beginning tomorrow at 1 o'clock, you'll be able to exit 44 at the Walnut Street Bridge. Cars are being broken into in the Metro East, why police say drivers need to do a better job of protecting themselves. That story coming up next on News 4 at 5.
More people are showing up. Literally, a man just walked inside. He said, "Where's the broom? You know, give me a broom, give me a trash bag, and let's work." And so that's really what we're seeing. If we can take a look over here. Earlier this morning, we showed you how this was all a big trash pile, and now you have so many people from the community. Many of them do not know each other. They do not know the store owners. They saw these images this morning and said, "We're not going to take this in our community." They tell me they're upset. They said they're mad. And I even want to talk to Bradley Rayford. Bradley, if you don't mind stepping over here. He's actually a photojournalist. I've been following your tweets. I've been following your Instagram. But now I see you with the broom in your hand. What's going on?
I really take this personally, because this could be my business that was attacked by people that lost their minds. So I take this personally.
Okay. And then I know you were out here last night, because you told me that you even helped to put out some kind of fire here.
They tried to set the San market on fire, so I saw that, so I came in, ran and grabbed some sodas and dumped it on top of the fires and put it out.
All right, well, thank you so much. And he is just one of many people volunteering their time to help and help this store owner. If you don't mind, sir, I know you're cleaning up and you got a lot of help here. What do you feel about all these people from the community coming to help clean up your business?
I want you guys to take a close glimpse at what's going on here. We are the only station to be able to give you a look at what's happening here at Scranton and Riverview. This is the area where a pretty bad accident happened around 4:45. Authorities say one adult male was trapped inside of his car. He had to be cut out and transported in very critical condition. 2 other adults were urgently transported. Police still working to figure out how it happened. Now, what police do tell me is that this road will remain shut down, Riverview and Scranton, until they get an update on that critical patient. We have another crew here working to get more information, and we'll have an update for you at 10 o'clock. Live in North St. Louis, Brittany Noble, News 4. There have been people standing outside of this market all day long. They've been very peaceful, but making it known that they are not happy with police. They believe that the suspect in this case was profiled, but police tell me that was not the case.
I'm still seeing his face right now. It's kind of hard for me to kind of talk on camera, you know what I'm saying, without crying, but it's crazy, man.
Ronnie Sparks says his 18-year-old cousin, Vonderrit Myers, was harassed by police before he was shot and killed. Police have a different story. They say Myers was one of 3 men walking around the Shaw neighborhood acting very suspicious on Wednesday night.
Certainly somebody running when they see the police, I think, is suspicious behavior. Why would you, if you hadn't done anything wrong, if you hadn't, no reason, why would you run from the police?
Chief Sam Dotson says the officer, a 6-year veteran working overtime at a private security company, circled around the block and then got out of the car and followed them. Police say the officer noticed Vonderrit had a gun, and shortly after, They began fighting.
As the suspect broke free from the officer, and you know how some yards in South St. Louis have little hills, ran up the hill. So the officer has direct contact. The suspect points the gun at the officer. So this isn't from a crowd. This is one-on-one.
Police say they found a stolen gun at the scene, and the evidence proves Von Derek fired 3 shots towards the officer, who returned 17 shots, taking his life.
People don't make it a big deal out here now these days or whatever. It's like police can keep coming through and killing like our young black youth, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't right.
Yeah.
And my work ethic spoke for themselves.
32 years that you've been in law enforcement. I spoke with many of the supporters here, and they told me they were looking for a change.
Yes.
And is that what you're expecting to bring? What can people expect?
Well, not only a change.
Now, JSU honored the First Lady with an honorary degree. Right after her speech, she left the stadium, and we're told that her Secret Service driver is actually a JSU graduate. I'll have much more about the ceremony tonight at 10. For now, reporting live at Veterans Memorial Stadium, I'm Brittany Noble-Jones, WJTV 12. We are expecting rain later today at the Soul Bowl here in Jackson, but it's not raining right now. So we are having a good time here at the tailgate. I was around too many Alcorn fans. That's what my producer said earlier today. So I had to come find some more Tigers. This is what they call J Nation. They are preparing for a whole lot of Tiger fans later today. Hey, you guys, what are y'all making over here?
Chicken on the stick.
Chicken on the stick. Can you show me what's going on? How does this work? You prepared the chicken earlier, or what's going on?
Prep. Then we're going to dip it in there. Got your flour ready? We're going to dip it in there.
Tony Yarber said his wife woke him up on Sunday in a panic. She was getting ready for church and noticed a random car outside their home. Now, what happened next is like something right out of a movie. Pastor Tony Yarber taught a lesson before church on Sunday when he realized someone broke into his truck.
As I was walking towards the car, my truck door flew open, almost hitting me.
Yarber has a black belt in martial arts, so he used his training to get the 22-year-old in his garage while they waited for police.
My mindset changed, and I knew that I couldn't kill this young man. He looked too much like the young man that goes to our church, and so I just got the paddle.
Come on out here and video this.
And the former mayor of Jackson used his paddle to spank the man.
When you breaking people's stuff, it's because somebody ain't whooped your tail.
But I definitely wanted to make sure that if he was going to leave jail the same day that he went, that he didn't leave the same way that he came.
Now Juwan Bibbs is facing charges for auto burglary and possession of marijuana. Reporting in Jackson, Brittany Noble-Jones, WJTV 12.
We are actively looking into it.
Okay. He said that there was no investigation.
Well, if information, what my main thing is if information is called into us, we would ask that anybody that has any information call us and let us know.
But Under Sheriff Ken Spencer says he knew about the damage to the Emmett Till marker in LaFleur County last week. It became national news when high school students from St. Louis tried to fix it by drawing pictures and writing down facts.
I put that his legacy would live on and that we would continue to fight for justice and freedom and equality in his name.
It's so easy for us to, when greeted by ignorance and hatred, just to throw ignorance and hatred right back. It's important to keep in mind it is our job to forgive those who are ignorant to us.
The town of Money is very small. There's only about 100 people who live here. So without this marker, you'd have no idea that this is the old Bryant's grocery store. This is where Till is accused of flirting with a white woman before he was kidnapped and murdered. Alan Hammonds, the president of Hammonds & Associates, works with the state. He and his crew took this 100-pound cast aluminum sign to repair it.
The first damage occurred in mid-May. Someone took what appeared to be a flat blade screwdriver and actually gouged into the vinyl.
This time, he says the vandals literally pulled the vinyl off, erasing the history on the back of the sign. Hammond says it will take about 10 more days to fix this, but it's hard to work when so many people are interested in what happened.
It's always going to be on the minds of people, not only here, but around the world. And I think that was evident on Monday or Tuesday. We received, telephone inquiries and did interviews with people from Europe as well as the